That's a very good one. It's tricky. It's like being frame trapped. Because it looks like in a traditional game you'd be able to counter, but in this game you don't. Oh, that must be a preset combo because he gets out of it. Dash. Uh-oh, don't do the stamp. Fucking hell, that does a lot of damage, son. Interesting, we traded. He won. He wins a lot of these trades, it seems. I can't stand that. If you're gonna give me an opening, let me fucking land. Ow. Okay. I like the roll. You know the dodge roll? Would it be nice if I could do the fucking roll every time, but instead he does this crappy dash. What's with the crappy dash? Can I do this to you? Oh, I can! Look at that! It did fucking tons of damage. You'll never land it every time, though. I think that's what they're trying to get through. Oh, nearly, though. Yeah! Best strategy ever! When you know it's gonna work, because I'm so legit at this game. I'm like the ultimate ninja devil, whatever this game's called. Devil's Third player. Oh, he's getting all clever now. I need to pick my sword up, dickhead. If I'm going to throw it at you, I'm going to need it, aren't I? You don't seem to know how simple economics works, Mr. Bearded Man. Oh. Best move in the game. So the real question is, how the hell did we see for the entire game then? Spooky powers. Enough. You think that's what that injection was? It was giving us the ability to see. What's with like those nipple pads? How could that be useful? Oh, here comes the one that we didn't fight. Oh, I suppose that was kind of obvious. And there's the point of the revolver. I'd have preferred if we could have had a glorious three-way. Look at all the fun that's gone to waste there. There he is, Tomonobu Itagaki. He's the man to blame for this. These are all the people who will never work again. What a shame, guys. What a shame. It's a bad game. You knew it was a bad game. I knew it was a bad game. It could have been better. It could have been better in so many ways. And it just goes to show that it isn't one person that makes a game, guys. It's this perfect storm of people coming together with both flaws and qualities that make these productions that we all love so much. And this has proved, and so did Ninja Gaiden 3, that apart, these developers make subpar games. But when they were together, and that one time, or those few times, they were able to make something really special. And that's how fragile that alliance is, and how difficult it is to make it something that works so well. Like, this to me seems like Itagaki, while he was at Team Ninja, played a lot of Metal Gear and really wanted to do something similar because he liked what Kojima was doing. It makes me look at stuff like, he played a lot of Activision's Call of Duty, really liked the spectacle and the airdrops and the military stuff, and wanted to do a story like that, but was never able to. And then he got this opportunity to make his own game, and he's brought all these elements together. We've got the bunch of, you know, bad guys taking over Insertistan, and all the bad guys have got ridiculous perks to them, which makes them into these bosses that have got all kinds of different so-called character traits, which just turns into, she's the one who's half naked and jumps on your face, and she's the other one who's half naked with different underwear who jumps on your face, and the ripped old man, Michael Madsen, who's roided, and the black guy with white tattoos, like, just really cliche stuff. And then all the gameplay is really, like, schlocky Call of Duty scenarios with subpar Ninja Gaiden combat and this twist of the ability to go into first-person mode while you fight, which is a cool idea, but it just completely breaks the balance of the game. Because if you shoot people in this game like I was doing, you don't even ever have to use your sword. So the whole action aspect of it with the combos need not exist, and indeed doesn't exist, because there's no mediation between X and Y, it's just all preset bullshit, and it didn't feel good, that's part of the game. Like, look at the final boss, great example, wasn't it? I tried to dodge him and counter hit him, and then the game is tricky as hell, because it's just, they have a massive advantage and your character controls like shit, and then I decide to start throwing my sword at him and it's an absolute joke. Like, it speaks volumes when, you know, when you play the game as you think is intended, and it doesn't feel like it works very well, and then you play it the way you like playing it, and boom, you get those crazy results. I was hoping for a girl that had small boobs, but the only one that had small boobs was the little girl. Everybody else had voluptuous hips, incredibly small boobs, incredibly small waists, and, you know, vertebrae-shattering breasts. I don't remember that bit. That guy was pretty tough as well. But once again, guys, you know, if it had been Ryu and Ninja Gaiden controls, all of those bosses would have been easy. Why does this cutscene look like shit? It's like 6 frames a second, and it looks like it was rendered on a Commodore 64. Oh, that looks like my 3D work. Stop it. More credits? It really makes me appreciate Ninja Gaiden. It really does. And even the bad ones, like, I mentioned when we were playing, Ninja Gaiden 3 is a game that I bought the day it came out, played it for 2 hours, and then didn't touch it for 6 months. That tells you just how much I hated that game and what they'd done to it. But then later on, when I played more of it and I kind of put up with the bullshit and understood what they were doing a little bit more on a personal level, I came to a place where I can enjoy that game. Once again, as I've mentioned with this, I don't think Ninja Gaiden 3 is a very good game, but as a game, I think it's head and shoulders above this, because it's high production, beautiful to look at, cohesive throughout, mechanically sound. It's just uninspired, and it misses all the things that I love about those games. But I can appreciate it in a lot of ways. And I do now, believe it or not. I would prefer Ninja Gaiden 3 to Razor's Edge, which everybody's like, oh my god, that's insane, how can you say that? And I think it's insane too, but there's a system that works in the third game once you discover it, and then in Razor's Edge, it's just about evading at the last moment and steel on bone chaining, and I find that to be fun for a bit, but it just gets tedious. To all my fellow gamers, no matter how the world changes or times passes, our love for games and our passion will never die. Thank you all for waiting so long for this moment. I kind of feel bad now that game is so shit. Oh, god damn you, Itagaki. Make a better game, dude. We know you can do it.